Have you ever wondered what really separates a good manager from a truly great leader? Well, today we're going to cut through all the noise and get right to the practical skills you need to not just manage, but to inspire, motivate, and lead a winning team.
So, here's our game plan. First up, we're going to lay the foundation. What does it even mean to be a leader? Then, we'll see those skills in action. After that, we're diving into the deep end with team challenges, the tricky stuff. And we'll wrap it all up with a powerful takeaway you can start using, like, today. Okay, let's get right into it. Every single great leader starts with a rock-solid understanding of the fundamentals. This is where we build the groundwork for everything else to come. Okay, so this right here is such a crucial distinction. Think of it this way. You manage things, but you lead people. Management is all about the process. Planning, organizing, coordinating resources. It's the mechanics, and it's absolutely essential. But leadership, that's about influence, guidance, and inspiration. It's about getting everyone to look in the same direction and want to climb that mountain together. A truly great leader knows when to put on the manager hat and when to put on the leader hat. So, what really makes a leader effective? Well, it really just boils down to these two things. First, you have to understand the core qualities. We're talking vision, integrity, empathy, that kind of stuff. But, just having those qualities isn't enough. You have to demonstrate them through key behaviors. It's how you communicate, how you make decisions, how you support your team. It's what people actually see and what makes them want to follow you.
All right, so we've got the theory down, but knowing what to do is a completely different ballgame from actually doing it, right? So in this next section, we're bridging that gap from theory to the real world, where leadership is truly put to the test.
So how do you practice leadership without, real-world consequences? This is where something like a simulation comes in. Honestly, think of it like a flight simulator, but for leaders. It's this amazing, safe space where you can test your skills. You can make those tough calls and see what happens without any real-world risk. It's all about learning by doing. And whether you're in a simulation or you're on the job, it often comes down to this simple three-step process. First, you've got to organize your team. Put people in the right places where their strengths can really shine. Second, you motivate them with a clear purpose, a real why. And finally, and this is maybe the most important step, you empower them. You give them the trust and the autonomy to actually own their work. That's a game changer. Okay, the foundation is built. We've seen the skills in action. Now it's time for the final stage, mastering those inevitable challenges that come with any team. This, right here, is where good leaders become great ones.
And this is the question, isn't it? It's the one every single leader is going to face. I mean, you bring together a bunch of talented, passionate people. Sooner or later, there's going to be some friction. It's just going to happen. So what do you do then?
So here's the crucial point. Conflict itself isn't the enemy. The real skill is conflict management. It's not about trying to avoid disagreements, it's about guiding those disagreements toward a productive outcome. It's making sure people feel heard and that the team comes out of it stronger and more aligned than they were before.
And this really shows the two sides of practical leadership. On one hand, you have to be the architect, right? Proactively building a strong foundation for your team. But on the other hand, you also have to be the mediator, ready to handle that friction when it pops up. And let's be real, it will pop up. Great leadership is all about mastering both of those roles.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From understanding the core difference between leadership and management, all the way to navigating those tricky team conflicts. Let's try and distill it all into one powerful final thought. This says it all, really. Being a leader isn't just about people understanding your directions. It's about actively applying the principles we talked about. It's about empowering your team to succeed on their own terms. And it's about having the skill to resolve the issues that stand in their way. It's an active, dynamic thing. So I'm going to leave you with this challenge. Of everything we've just covered, what is the one, just one, skill that you can focus on this week? Because at the end of the day, leadership isn't a title you get, it's a practice. And it starts right now. Thanks so much for tuning in.